Hello. I'm looking at a waterfall on the shores of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Just walked around the whole town, bought a rainbow umbrella. It's pretty happy here. Also, I honestly felt both joy and sorrow walking around, but it was manageable, which was nice. Kind of want to write a song, but I also just want to walk and be a person. There's some hotels by the lake. Downtown is very cute. Looks like that's a park over there. Well, oops, that's my blue handle of the umbrella. I'll show you the lake. It's like a small lake, but it has about 5 cities on it, so it must not be that small. Geneva Lake. Walking on grass, it's a little bit wet. I'm about to drive back to Michigan, but feeling a lot. I like to feel things in different places. This is the information center. I had wanted to spend time here. I've heard about Lake Geneva, Wisconsin since my youth. There's the hotel I almost stayed at, Harbor Shores. It was saying it was like $150, but with taxes I think it was like $189. And I stayed at a Hampton Inn instead, about 15 minutes down the road. Lake life. Yeah. Decided not to really spend money here other than my $8 umbrella. And accidentally putting too much time on my meter. But that made it so I felt comfortable going slow, which was a really nice feeling. But I bumped too many buttons, so it gave me like 5 hours here, which I wasn't planning to spend at all. But yeah, probably a happy accident, like a Bob Ross kind of thing to say, but also accurate. That tree is not even a happy accident. That looks planned. That tree is cute. Just talked to the woman in a bathroom. Her husband was wearing a very inappropriate t-shirt. I'm assuming it was her husband. And I was carrying a rainbow umbrella, and I just thought I would ask her how her day was. How's your day going? And she was like, good, how are you? You know, I don't know. You can't be on the side of peace and love, but then be hateful every time you feel hated. Or every time you feel like your friends are hated. Or every time you feel like, I don't know. I imagine if I got to hear the inner monologue of everybody who watches these, even just a snippet of them, and says horrible things about me, being a weirdo, rambling alone, taking walks and talking to myself in public, like, if I could hear your inner monologue, I imagine there's a lot more people that think I'm weird not in a good way than who think I'm weird in a good way. And even I think this is weird sometimes, not in a good way, because it's using up my life force and the resources on my phone without being art, really. Without being something that, you know, when Ruth at the kite shop where I bought my umbrella, when it comes out that I go by Jessica and the Rainbow, and she says, are you on YouTube? I wanted to be like, oh, but YouTube's my place where it's just meandering and you won't really get a sense. She asked if I had music on YouTube. And I just wanted to be like, ah! So even I understand that this isn't, I don't know. It's not that I'm ashamed of this. It's just, if someone wants to devote 5 minutes to you, having never met you before, and just wants to hear a song. I guess I have like a song at the top of my YouTube, the featured song. So I guess I don't need to feel bad. And then there's playlists where you can find ones that say like music only and whatnot. And then there's the current videos, which are these. Anyway, trying to be conscious of how much time I ramble on them, but at the same time, the part of me that would have liked to write a philosophy book but knows I'm not organized enough. Not a philosophy book. I don't know, the part of me that wants to mash together all the spiritual wisdoms that ever helped me. Taoism, Buddhism, Christian wisdoms. But how much did it help me if I'm still always needing help? I don't know. Being around my pretty awesome brother's family and kind of seeing a whole different way to approach life. It's made me really reflect on how much I want to continue doing this. Not because I'm ashamed, but because I don't feel that it's enough something that someone can experience in a soundbite way, because we're living in a soundbite world. People are regurgitating wisdoms in 30-second TikTok videos, and it's helping people, you know? Like I saw one from a woman who maybe was from somewhere in the Middle East saying something about the, you know, if you like women who shave their legs, or if you like people who shave their legs, why don't you go do it? And it had like fierce music in the background, and, you know, times are changing, things are flipping, certain attitudes and behaviors aren't going to cut it anymore, and that's probably a great thing. I'm going to feel more comfortable in a world like that, but maybe some other people won't feel as comfortable and free. I don't know what else I want to say. Anyway, this is Lake Geneva. It's very beautiful. Had a lot on my mind today. I really like my new umbrella. Ooh, I'm outside. I can open it. I asked Ruth not to open it inside. She wanted to show me, and I was just like, I'd rather you don't. Boop. There. Super cute. It's around my wrist, so I can't twist it. Hold on. Come on, you need one good twist moment. It's stuck, it's stuck. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay, that was fun. Actually, that was a perfect spot to put my phone, and now I can write a song. This song is dedicated to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, the tourist town of my youth that I always wanted to go to and never did, never got to. And that's totally okay, and because I'm here now, and because I live in a tourist town in Michigan, and I'm about to move to another one that's sort of halfway in between the worlds. I feel a different vibe in the Chicago area, which this is kind of in the Chicago area. Gonna change my mind. Gonna change my tune. Not for anyone. Just for me. For me, for you. And I can